Welcome back, everybody. So now we have the towers done. We need to work on the bridge. So let's, is that right? Yeah. Although I can leave that there. So I could actually leave this there. I may go get some of this deep slate and put it over there just so it matches. Because I think that would look better. I don't think I have any over here though, do I? No, I don't have any, so we'll have to do that later. So I guess I just need to start by getting from this side to that side. I don't know if I can actually... Let's see. Trying to think. So that's sometimes the hardest part, is the thinking. Yes, let's do this. So we'll put the edge in first. Because I think it's going to be like, I've got 5 across there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's actually going to be 7 wide. But the number 1, the number 7 slot are just to hold the fence on the sides. See if I can work my way over here. I did put a marker down where I think the center of the bridge is. So that blue concrete dust is what I think is the center of the bridge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one more. Yeah, so it's 5, 6, 7, yeah. And I just didn't want to put just a bunch of slabs or a bunch of blocks across. So I want it to give have a little bit of design to the bottom of the bridge itself. So I've got the slabs here, and then I'm going to put some stairs, or wall actually, and then some solid full blocks on it. So it won't just look like a big slab, stretched out across the water here. And then we'll put columns going up to it to, support it, and some arches. I think there'll be some columns over here, like where that torch is. So I'll have a couple arches, like an arch here and an arch underneath me, and then a big arch going across that side. Let's do that, because that's the center. Yeah, kind of like that. That'll be fine. Although I can't really... It's kind of hard to do if you're standing on top of the wall, so we're going to kind of do it from the side here. There we go. Get a rhythm going. There we go. Let's do like that, and then like that. We just go back the other way. I haven't actually thought of what I want to make the road bed out of. I was going to put these blocks on top here. But maybe I want like a diorite in the middle, and then I could put wood even. I was thinking putting deep slate, but I could do like spruce or something. Maybe that might be better. Do some kind of wood. Maybe wood right down the middle of slabs. And then come up with some kind of pattern on the sides. But this is going to give me the texture I want when you're looking at it, because you can see that's going to be low. And these are deeper, but there'll be a channel in between them. Yeah, so if I put like a wooden path right down the middle, and then maybe a mix on the side of like a few different blocks. And then this is where I was thinking putting the rail across there. Although it doesn't match up here. So I'm probably going to have to do something different there. Oops. Or maybe I'll leave this here and do something different on this one. Maybe something like these. There, and that kind of designates the entrance into the bridge there. Well, then we're going to have, this here, like that. And then it'll go down. So if I do this, there, that'll make it at least look better. It looks like it is the same on both sides. I don't want to put one there. No, because it kind of like, well, I guess that's not too bad if we do that. I mean, it does hang over the edge a bit, but I think it looks more balanced that way. And then for the middle, I'm going to do this red, these crimson, I guess red. Crimson is red, I guess. Do these crimson blocks or slabs through here. Just to make it colorful. Because I think I've kind of strayed away a little bit from the wild colors I was using. Because I was using more colors in my other builds before. And then I feel like I kind of got away from the kind of bright colors over on when I was, the more I went. The farther I went, the less bright colors I was doing. I guess pink is a bright color. So I want to pick that back up. And then let's get over here. One, two. Oop. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work either. There, that worked. Let's get rid of this. Oh man, let's just get rid of this whole thing. And get rid of this, this. Just trying to make a foundation on this side so it looks like things are supported, not just floating on air or sitting on dirt, because dirt is not a good foundation. Then behind here, I'm going to use torches to light this up at least. Oh, well, this side's going to be harder to light because we are kind of in no man's land now out here. There, just a very rough foundation. And then I've got some jungle slabs and mud brick slabs. They're similar, at least I think, similar colors. Although I'm thinking I may have... Maybe I should have done the other way. No, I got plenty of jungle slabs. Well, no, it's the mud brick I'm worried about. Oh, I got plenty of those too. Okay. There's scared I may run out. So. There, I think this is going to look pretty good. At least so far as the roadway itself looks. This one's a lot bigger bridge than on the other end of the city. We're a lot higher too. So. It's kind of funny how the other end of the city goes from plains up to the city, and this side, everything, we're all in the big mountainous area now. So. Okay. I've only got one spruce fence. But that means I'm going to have not wall, but have that anchor there, and we'll have a rail so we can't fall over. So that gets us started. Let me put this here, although well, that'll be fine. I was thinking it may get in my way as I'm trying to work on stuff, but now I'm rethinking my design, because I was just going to have this flat bridge like this with arches underneath, but I may need not so much towers, but spires going up, like on each side here. So I'll have to anchor into there. But if I do a spire up and stick it up above, then I can run a chain down to hold the bridge up. So it's more like a suspension bridge. I can still have the the arches underneath. But I believe the suspension bridge is going to look a little better. That. I'm going to hop down here and start work on the tower. So I think one tower is going to start here. Yeah, because I've got it coming up. Is that right? Yeah. I think it's going to come up beside there, but now that I'm thinking of it, I may move it over a couple blocks. So this is the edge here. So this would be, maybe if I move it over here. Because if I want to go with that suspension bridge idea, I'm going to want this tower up a little higher. Let's do this instead. I was thinking of doing stairs, but maybe this will work. And then we'll... Oh, that's... Take this up. Yeah, and then 2, 3, 4... Yeah, I think that'll be... We'll have to see how that looks, but I think that's going to have to be where the suspension bridge part comes in. Now I just need to figure out how I want to do that. Do I want to do... Maybe I'll do a different stair up that far. But Do I have one? No, I'm gonna have to go make some stairs, but so I think I'm gonna do this. Can I do? No, I can't do that. Something like this, maybe. No, that's doesn't look right. There, that looks better. Yeah, and then I'll have some attachments going across here. But that means I need to do this over here. So that's going to be the harder part of it. So it needs to come out. Yeah, so it's one over from this. So this needs to come out over here. Like there. So it's going to be right here. Is that the center? Yeah, I think that's going to be the center of it right there. Which means I need to go down there. Do I have a sand? Any sand anywhere? Sand? I don't have any sand anywhere. I got some down here. Let's pick these up. Yeah, because I need to put in... Yeah, it's going to be hard to figure out where. I think it's here, but I'm not really sure. So I need to get a piece of sand and drop down here so I know exactly where the base is. Because I am going to have to build my support tower all the way from down here. Which means actually all the way from down there someplace. Wow. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Because it goes all the way down here. So I'd have to do something. Build it up this way.